Right, ladies and gentlemen, if we can resume. Now, I'm going to show you one way of doing this calculation. There are other options. Now, some of these options, you just need to be a little bit more effective with numbers than I am. So I'm going to make a confession to you. When I was at secondary school, I failed. In those days, it was called a CSE, Certificate of Secondary Education. I failed my maths. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Actually, no, I'm lying. I failed twice and I was ungraded once. Ungraded means it's so bad, it can't even be a D or an F. It was so bad because my brain is not, I'm not good with numbers. It's as simple as that. So I have to do calculations very simply. Then I get the right answer. So I will explain to you how I do it, but you might say, no, hang on. If the time difference is 1 hour and it says it's a 2-hour flight, then it's going to be 1 hour. You may come up with a totally different way of doing it. And many, many, many of my students have, because they're better at maths than me, which just goes to prove to you that you can do fair calculations, time calculations, without great mathematical skills, yeah? Because you just follow the rules. If you follow the step-by-step, and you have a thing called a calculator, yeah? Now, when I started fair calculation, calculators didn't exist. You had like a box machine, and you push down these numbers and chunk, 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 chunk. That was it. When the first calculators came out, they were about that big, and they had wires that used to light up. I mean, you could get radiation burns from these things, you know? They were so powerful. All you need is the simplest calculator possible. Plus, minus, multiply, divide, percentage key. That's it. You can do any fair calculation ever, okay? In the foundation course, we don't actually do calculations. But if you come back for the consultant, you will learn how Sabre works out a fare. And this is important because sometimes you can get a better fare than the system. Now, most people don't know how to calculate fares. So whatever comes up on Sabre, that's what they charge. But once you know the rules of fare calculation, you can say, hang on, if we do this, I can get that bit cheaper. But if you don't know the rules of fare calculation, you just take what the machine gives you. That makes you a slave of the machine. It should be the other way around. The machine should be your slave, okay?
And Peter,
Yeah.
in module 12, we will know more about the fare calculating, right?
Oh, yes, you'll learn about it.
Yeah,
You'll learn
yeah,
about,
yeah.
You'll learn about the surcharges and allowances and a thing called HIPs and stuff like that. But you won't actually have to calculate them. In the consultant level, yes, you have to actually work out the fare the same way that Sabre would. But you can do things that Sabre can't do, again, with fares. Yeah. For example, if you do a fare Bahrain, Bangkok, Sydney, Sabre will quote you the fare Bahrain to Sydney. if you know fare calculations, what you would do is you would buy a one-way, say, Bahrain to Bangkok, then combine it with a Bangkok-Sydney fare and add them together on the same ticket. Because fares from Thailand are much cheaper per kilometer than fares from Bahrain. It's called lowest combination. You can do that, yeah? India is another good place to break fares. But if you don't know the foot fare rules, you can't do things like that, yeah? So anyway, let's go back to our Bahrain, Dubai thing. What time did I say we were leaving? 12 o'clock or 10 o'clock?
10 a.m. from Bahrain.
Right, we're leaving 10:00 from Bahrain and we're leaving,
1200.
arriving 1200 in Dubai. Now, what I do is I've got one time here, Bahrain, and I've got another one in a different time zone. So I can't compare. So what I do is I change each of them to GMT. Now, if Bahrain is GMT +2, yeah?
Bahrain is +3.
+3.
Bahrain is +3.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I was
Okay, and
confused about
Dubai is +4 then?
10.
Yes.
4,
Yes.
yeah, that's why I was
Okay.
confused when you
Okay.
said
Sorry. Okay, right. So scratch that. Bahrain +3, Dubai +4. Okay. It doesn't make any difference to the calculation we're going to do, but let's keep it accurate. Okay.
but are the timings going to be the same?
Yeah, still 1000, 1200.
Okay.
Okay. So when you look at 1000, 1200, it looks like the flight takes 2 hours. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if Bahrain is GMT +3, yeah, and I want to change it to GMT, I take the
So
Bahrain
7.
time -3 and I get GMT.
Yeah. So it's
So
7.
10 -3 is 7. So now I have a departure time in GMT of 0700. Okay? Dubai is GMT +4. So Dubai time to GMT must be -4. So 12 -4 is
So
8.
8.
So now I have a departure and an arrival time, both in GMT. Now I compare. 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock is how long? 1 hour.
1 hour.
Okay? So for me, this is the easiest way. I take the departure and the arrival time, I change them both to GMT, and then I compare. You might say, hang on, between Bahrain and Dubai, +3 and +4, there's 1 hour difference. Yeah, the flight looks like 2 hours, minus that 1 hour is 1 hour. There's different ways you can do it. However, when you get to a place where the departure is a minus and the arrival is a plus, then this time difference starts getting all confusing, okay? You develop the way that you can do it, okay? I will show you basic mechanics of it. You then decide, yeah, I'll do that way. Or, no, I don't want to do that way. I can do it in my head this way, okay? Depends how good you are at maths. So here's another one. You are going to depart London, which is GMT +1. So London GMT +1, 0900. Okay. You're going to arrive in Singapore, okay, at 2200. Singapore 2200, and Singapore is
plus-
GMT plus 8. Plus 8. So it looks like, how long does it look like the flight takes if you just take departure and arrival?
9 to 9 is
4 hours. No, not 4
No, you're
hours.
departing what time?
You're departing
9 a.m.
0100.
Yeah, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. is 12 hours, and then 1 hour, then it will be 13 hours.
No.
Okay, let's start again. What is your departure time from London?
9 a.m.
0100.
0900. And you're going to arrive in
20
Singapore at,
2200.
2200.
right, so that looks like 13 hours, yes?
13 hours, yeah.
Right. 0900 is GMT plus 1. So 9 minus 1 is GMT, which is 0800, yes? Right, we got a departure time, GMT 0800. Singapore 2200 is plus 8. So 22 minus 8 is
1400.
14.
how many?
14.
1400.
1400?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we've got 8, right? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How many hours?
6 hours.
7 hours.
6
7
hours.
Yeah.
6 hours, yeah? Everyone agree 6 hours?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. You see, it's not that difficult mathematically, but the trouble is you've got 3 or 4, you've got 3 calculations going on in your head at the same time. And humans are not good at doing 3 things at a time. We're not even good at doing 2 things at a time.
So, Peter, 6 hours, that will be the flight duration?
Yeah. I mean, not for real. This is just an example.
Okay. No, yeah, not for real. But
Not for
this,
real, no.
according to that,
No. If you
That-
can
that
get
will
me
be
a
the-
flight London to Singapore in 6 hours, I'll take it. Okay.
no. Yeah, okay. No, I'm just saying, based,
no.
like according to
Okay.
that.
A lot of the stuff I give you is just for example only. Okay.
Okay, all right.
Let's try an experiment with the human brain. Can you tap your head up and down? Up and down. Easy, yeah? Right. Now with your other hand, make a big circle in front of your body. Big circle. Any problem? Any problem? No? Right, now do
No.
both at the same time.
Yeah, that is hard.
Yeah, now you're going all over the place. Ah, you see, one easy thing plus one easy thing equals a difficult thing. Make it 3 things. Local
Impossible.
departure time to GMT, arrival time to GMT, and the 3 easy things together, and you start getting confused. But I can do this now, not because I'm more clever, but because I've had years to practice. I always use this in my classes, okay? And time calculations are exactly the same. It's just practice. Now, one other thing that we have been doing in our group is city codes. And you'll notice that with city codes, I often use this funny alphabet. You know, when I'm spelling it, like I say, is Bravo, Echo, Romeo. Yeah, I'll use this. And that's because it's something called the phonetic alphabet. Okay. Now, I will be putting this in the group today. Main reason I'll put it in the group is because you have to learn it. Can you all see the screen share? Can you see the screen share?
Not yet. Just give it a minute. Are you talking about? It's the native
Yeah.
phonetics, right?
Yeah, right. This is called the phonetic alphabet. And this is the official phonetic alphabet. In real life, we use different stuff. Like B, in Bahrain, I would say B for Bahrain. Yeah? P, I would say P for Palestine or something like
I
that.
will say Peter.
Or Peter, yes. But the official one is this. So we have Alpha Bravo Charlie. So when I spell a 3-letter code or a city name, I will use this from now on. Okay? I'll be sending it to you in tonight's group. Okay? Just so you've got a copy of it. Now, again, it's not something that's going to make a huge difference in the exam, if it makes any difference at all. However, officially, this is what you're supposed to use. A is Alpha, B is Bravo, C is Charlie, Z is Zulu, Y for Yankee, and so on. So as we've got to 3-letter, the phonetic alphabet there, I'm going to give you some 3-letter codes. Yeah, it may be an airport, it may be a city. You tell me which one and what it is, airport or city. Okay. If it's an airport, I just need to know the name of the city the airport is in. I don't need the airport name. If you know it, great, but it's not necessary. The first one is Echo Whiskey Romeo. Echo Whiskey Romeo. Huh?
New York. New York.
New York. It's Newark Airport in
New York Airport.
Yes, indeed. The next one, Gulf India Gulf. Gulf.
This is in
Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil, Rio de Janeiro.
Nero. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's make it a bit harder for you. Bravo, Romeo, November.
This is a BRN.
Switzerland.
Good guess.
It's Bern.
Good guess.
Yeah, Bern.
Bern in
Bern,
Switzerland.
yes, Switzerland.
Yeah, and it's the capital of Switzerland. I mentioned it earlier. India, November, November.
India, November, November.
Same country as Vienna.
Austria.
Yeah, Austria. It was
In Innsbruck.
Innsbruck. Yep.
Innsbruck. Very beautiful town up in the mountains. Okay. Very beautiful town.
They have very good schnitzel there.
Yes, indeed, indeed. Have you been there?
Yeah, many times.
Yeah. Well, it's
travel
only
around.
across the Czech border. It's not very
Yeah.
far. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me. The attendance list I've got, it says everybody's Bahraini. But are you Bahraini?
Me, I'm not. No.
Where are you from?
I'm from Czech.
You're actually from the Czech Republic.
Yep.
Okay. Anyone else? Because it just says nationality Bahraini, and I thought, hang on, there's one that isn't. Is anyone else a non-Bahraini apart from the two of us, or the rest of you from Bahrain? Because I never assume anything. You know, just because you've lived in the Czech Republic, I don't assume you're a Czech. or just because you live in Bahrain, I'm not going to assume you're a Bahraini. People move around far too much these days. Okay?
It's such a small globe that
It
doesn't matter where
really
you come
is.
from.
Really is. I mean, you know, you've seen this, the background here, the small village.
Yeah.
You know, that's where I come from. It's in the middle of nowhere, and yet here I am working in Bahrain. We are in a very small world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So apart from one person who doesn't answer this question, P for Papa, R for Romeo, G for Golf. What city is that?
Can you repeat again?
Yeah, P for Papa,
Papa.
R Romeo, G
Prague.
Golf.
Prague,
Prague in the Czech Republic.
Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, get you on this one. A for Apple, R for Romeo, N for no one. A for Apple, R for Romeo, N for no one. And it's a bit tricky, so I'll give you a clue. It's an airport code.
This is in Europe.
Yes, you're in Europe. Try the northern part.
North.
Stockholm, Arlanda.
Stockholm, yeah.
Yeah. Let's try it the other way round. I'll give you the name of an airport. You tell me the town, the city or town. First one is Keflavik. Keflavik. Keflavik.
This is Finland.
Oh, good guess.
Yeah.
More on the
Reykjavik.
more on the left.
This Sweden,
Bit more on the left.
Ireland,
On the
Norway,
right.
Norway,
Up,
Norway,
up.
no, Norway.
Okay, I'll give you a clue. The capital city is Reykjavik. What's the country?
Greenland, Denmark,
Other one. Not
Greenland,
Iceland.
Greenland.
Iceland.
Iceland.
Yeah.
Iceland, yeah.
Iceland.
Iceland.
Yeah, capital is Reykjavik. Airport code is Keflavik, K-E-F.
Yeah, sorry.
Just out of interest, anyone know what the name of the main city in Greenland is? Starts the
The
letter
name of
N.
the
Main city in Greenland starts the letter N.
I cannot remember, but I remember this is the one Donald Trump wanted to buy.
Yes, yes. Okay, let's keep him out of our classes as much as possible. Okay, I don't, it's pronounced Newark, N-U-K.
Yeah.
But
N-U-U.
N-W-K, N-U-U-K.
Nuuk.
You want to call it Nuuk or something, I don't care as long as you remember it, okay? You don't have to write anything in the exam. Okay, you just mark a box for multiple choice. So spelling is not important. Remember, you spell Marseille and you put an extra S somewhere or something. It doesn't matter as long as you know Marseille, France, da da da. Where is the city of Nice, N-I-C-E, or Nice, N-I-C-E?
France.
France, and it's quite near to Marseille. Belfast, B-E-L-F-A-S-T, Belfast. In which country? Belfast.
With the Eastern European ones.
I was disconnected.
Sorry?
I was just disconnected.
Ah.
I don't know, lost the connections or something.
Okay, Belfast is in which country? Belfast.
Is it in Africa? Somewhere in Africa?
No.
No.
No, Serbia or Bosnia.
You're going to kick yourself when I tell you.
It's in Eastern Europe.
It's in the United Kingdom. Yeah, okay. The United Kingdom, next door is Ireland, yes? The island of Ireland. Now,
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the top right-hand side, that bit of Ireland is part of the United Kingdom with Belfast. The
Mm.
rest of the island is Ireland with the capital of Dublin. So Belfast is the capital of the English or the British bit of Ireland. Okay? Don't worry, English people get confused with this as well. Right, let's move to, okay, it is exactly 5:45. If you get this right, we can call it a day. The city of Freetown, 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 is in which African country?
South Africa.
Good
No,
guess.
no, it's not in South. Is it? No, it's
No,
not in South Africa.
It's
It
further
is.
up.
I think it's in Nairobi.
No,
No.
Sorry, not in Nairobi. In Namibia.
no, I'm gonna have to put the clock on you.
Kenya.
Ding, time's up.
Madagascar.
Sierra Leone.
Yeah,
Ah.
it was.
Oh, come on. You didn't really think I was going to let you go at 5:45, did you? But I bet you remember Sierra Leone now, don't you?
Yeah.
Freetown, Sierra Leone. Anyone know the capital city of Eritrea? The country just...
Asmara. Asmara.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. That is impressive. Asmara. Wow.
AS. Yes.
I'm shocked at that one. How do you know Asmara?
I don't know.
I mean, do you have people go in there, or you just happen to remember?
I think we used to have when Yemen Airways was operating from Bahrain.
Ah, yes.
That time we used to sell a lot of Asmara tickets. Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Right, still in Africa. Ooh. I'll give, yeah, now this is a complicated one. The capital city is Kampala. Kampla, Kampala. The airport is called Entebbe.
Ah, this is Ghana.
Not Ghana.
Uh,
You.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
Uganda.
Uganda, yes, Uganda. Okay, well done. That's next door to Kenya.
Yeah.
Oh, who can give me the capital of Djibouti?
Nouakchott.
No,
No.
Djibouti is on the right-hand side.
on right hand side.
Again, you're going to kick yourselves. The capital of Djibouti is Djibouti.
Ah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I actually I wanted to say that, then I got confused because I remember when I'm looking at the map, there was no highlight of the capital city. It was
Yeah.
only Djibouti.
Yeah, I know.
I thought maybe.
Okay. Right. What is the capital of Zimbabwe?
Harar.
Harare.
Yeah.
Mozambique.
Maputo?
Yes. Well, well, well. I'm surprised. Okay. You lot really surprised me, son. I got a very good feeling about this group for the final exams. You know, already I'm finding it difficult to catch you out. And we haven't even had 3 lessons yet. Okay.
No, this is the 5th one.
No, I mean from the modules.
Okay.
You know, we had the introduction stuff, but we've had 3 proper lessons, you know, as from the modules. Okay. To beat the competition, yeah, to be better than the competition.
You gotta be creative.
Thank you very much. You got to be creative, so I can't ask you that lot.
That came on
Okay,
the test.
let me ask you some general knowledge questions, because
Yes,
this
please.
is coming up actually in module 4, I think, visas, vaccinations, and so on and so forth. What's the difference? Okay, no, passports. Whichever country you come from, you have a passport, yes?
Mhm.
Who does the passport belong to?
The country,
To the government.
the government.
The government of the country that issued it. They
Yeah.
loan it to you for a certain
Exactly.
period, okay? So you know that already. Normally, usually, a passport is valid for how long?
Between
depends on
Uh,
country.
It
5 years to
depends.
10 years.
Yeah, the
Depends.
average is
Yeah.
10. Okay, most countries do 10. Okay, in the exam, they would give you 1 year, 3 years, 7 years, 10 years. They wouldn't try and confuse you with 5 and 10.
But there are some countries which do 7 years.
Yeah, well, this is why they would say the normal, the usual.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
But
because
now most of the countries are doing 10, mostly,
yeah, well,
including
that's
Bahrain. Bahrain used to have the 5 years validity.
hmm,
Now it is 10.
yeah, but this is why the questions in the IATA exam have to be very precise. If you know, in English, sometimes if you forget a comma, changes the meaning of the question. And
Yeah.
IATA, because I've been dealing with them for many years, and they are really good. Because I remember 1 year the question missed a comma, so it confused the answer. And they gave every student the point. You got it right, you got the point. You got it wrong, you got the point. You left it blank, you got the point, because it was their fault. But don't think you're going to pass the exam because of IATA mistakes. The most points they ever had to give, ever, was 3 out of 100. So that's never going to be enough. Okay? Tell me, if you have a visa for a country, this guarantees you entry into that country. True or false?
Yep.
False.
False. The person who sees you at entry has the last decision. Okay? People think that because you've got a visa, you can go in. No. What if you're carrying a gun? They can say, no, 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 out you. Yeah? Okay.
Or you can go to jail. They will get you and take you to jail.
Yeah, they could. But nowadays, most governments say, instead of us paying for you to stay in jail, we'll just kick you out of the country.
Yeah.
Good. What do they call a person who is being kicked out of the country?
Deportee.
A deportee. That lesson's going to be a really fast lesson, because you know a lot of it already. On the other hand, it doesn't hurt to reiterate some stuff. Right. Special passengers. Now, we have different types of special passengers. See, I'm still German. I still have trouble with S and P's. Special passengers. They can be, they can have a physical disability, you know, blind, deaf, can't walk. They can have medical or other things. Expectant mothers. All these are special passengers. You see?
Passenger.
These are people that need extra assistance. Okay? Tell me, true or false? A lady can travel at any time, sorry, a lady can fly at any time during a pregnancy. True or
No,
No.
false.
yeah?
False.
A female passenger who is expecting should always check with her doctor whether it's safe for her to fly, regardless of what stage of the pregnancy.
True.
Correct.
True. Is true. Because the air up there and the pressure up there is not the same as sea level. So you always, yeah. Tell me, can blind people fly?
Why
False.
not?
Of course. Yeah. All you have to do is tell the airline, this person is blind. And you'll be surprised, they manage very well. When they get on the plane, the cabin crew will show them to their seat. And normally what they do is they count the seats. You know, the blind person will count the seat. Yeah. Then they know exactly their location. Yeah. Cabin crew show them once where the bathroom is. That's it. They got it all planned. The only thing they cannot do is read announcements. Deaf people, they're fine. They can travel, no problem. But they can't hear the announcements. Yeah. That's the only thing that's different. So our responsibility is to tell the airline of the person's special needs, and they take care of it. It could be food. Yeah. For instance, we're in Bahrain. Assume your passenger is the average Bahraini. Can you assume that if they fly with British Airways, they're going to be able to eat the meal on the flight?
No. You have to ask for a special meal.
You have to ask for a special meal, halal. But they don't call it a halal meal. What do they call it?
Muslim
Okay.
meal.
Muslim
Muslim.
meal. Yeah,
Okay.
MOML is the code. Muslim meal. You can be a vegetarian. Yeah, salt-free, not spicy, vegetarian, Asian vegetarian. There's all sorts of things. And it's our job, or our job in travel agency, to meet the needs of these special passengers. Okay? So it is now 6 o'clock. You now know what's coming up over the next couple of sessions. I got a funny feeling the visa section we might get through with the timetables at the same time. So I'll get ready for that eventuality, because you lot get through stuff pretty fast. Okay? Just one thing. Yeah, some people I hear a lot from, if during one of the modules, if I start going too fast, I'm progressing too fast, and you're a bit embarrassed to say something, if you look at the bottom of the screen, there's a chat button. Just put a little message in there saying, hey, slow down, or repeat this, or whatever. We have to work to the average in the class, not the fastest or the slowest. We have to be somewhere in the middle. Don't be embarrassed to do this, because I guarantee guarantee there will be one subject that you find difficult, because nobody's good at everything. Nobody. Yeah. So when we hit that bump, you just say, please slow down a bit. Put it in the message. Send it to me on WhatsApp. I'll read it. We'll deal with it. Don't let me move too fast just because I feel a little bit confident in what you're doing, because that's the danger for me. When I get a good class, I tend to speed up maybe a little bit. I don't know, but you tell me. So, ladies and gentlemen, our next session will be on Tuesday. We will finish off the flight timetables, flight calculations. I'll send you a few more test thingies, you know, just for, because I know you've got nothing else to do with your life, so I'll send you some more homework.
And we need to do a lot of, I mean, I need to do a lot of practice
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
timing.
especially
I agree.
things. Yeah,
Me too.
don't worry. I'll
I-
send you plenty of that, okay? And then
Yeah.
what I suggest you do, make a Word document. When you get these invitations, you know, file them in an email box, put them in a separate folder, because each of these tests, you're allowed to go back and repeat 10 times. If you've done it 10 times, then you have to ask me to reopen it. You can still do more as well. But I find when people have done it 3, 4, 5 times, it's very rare that somebody needs to do it 10 times, okay? But I always put it on the maximum. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You can relax now,
Thank you.
get ready for dinner, and